Hello, Scorpio and Scorpio Rising. Welcome to your Aftermoon report. I'm Leah Chatterjee. If you haven't followed me over from starsandspoons.com or Instagram, I'm an astrology student and longtime tarot reader. I've been reading tarot since I was a teenager, and I am 38 now, so I've been reading tarot a long time. And I try to especially give my readings geared towards people living with chronic illness, chronic depression, chronic anxiety, anything where you have like some physical limitations or less energy to work with because of these chronic conditions. So, the cards are already wanting to fall out for you. So this is your aftermoon report. We're just checking in after that new moon in Aries, which was, even though new moons are always a sort of fresh start and new beginning, that new moon was also kind of a closure moon. It was the end of a chapter. So I think it's just a good time to check in. It's the middle of April. It's been a little slow getting these out, so I'm sorry yours took so long, Scorpio. I just go in order, I start with whatever sign is the sun is in. So we started with Aries, but I won't always start with Aries, just so you know. Okay, let's look at what I pulled for you already. I pulled some cards for the energy that you're moving out of with that closing chapter, and what energy we are moving into in the rest of April and moving forward into this new chapter. So the story that has unfolded for Scorpio here in my cards, this is the Crow Tarot, by the way. It's a beautiful deck. I highly recommend. You're coming out of, big changes. The Tower, big breakdown for new growth, and that breakdown can happen in a number of ways. It looks like also coming out of the Four of Cups, which is, fours are usually about coming back into balance. I think the Four of Cups is often about that sort of rest and recuperation for your heart, for your feelings, and bringing those back into balance. And then the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is turning, or has recently turned. Things are changing. I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune a lot for a lot of the signs. So, and I do think things are changing, especially if things have been a bit of a struggle. That wheel is turning. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to say is that new moon fell in your 6th house of work and health, sickness and health, and work meaning sort of the day-to-day of your work, your daily life. So this is a big house for spoonies, people living with chronic illness, I think. And having change in that area is often good. Sometimes it's intense. Sometimes it means adjusting to new symptoms or whatever. I'm not really getting that vibe here. I'm getting the vibe of a change for the better. for what we're moving into, surprise, surprise, I got the death card again. I swear every reading I do, the death card pops up for you, Scorpio. I mean, that's your major arcana card, and this is the energy that you're working with a lot in your life. This energy of transformation, of letting go and making way for the new. So that is ever present with you. And we've got the world. The world and the Six of Wands. I feel like this is a really nice time. The end of April, the last half of April, you're coming into a better time. Some kind of win, you know? I'm feeling like some kind of big win for you. And some extra cards that came out, that fell out. We get the Ten of Coins. So really advancing in your career and or with your finances, or some aspect of the coins, which the pentacles or coins suit in tarot is all about sort of your material life, your physical life, earthy things, as well as career, money, things like that. So in some way you're leveling up. You're reaching a completion point when it comes to that. Something, you're leveling up somewhere. And then I also have the Nine of Coins, which is, you know, I think you're entering a really good place. I think you're getting your financial shit in order, or you're getting your house in order, something like that. You're really getting it together. Page of Swords, information coming in towards the end of the month. Either information coming in, but also the Page of Swords can be a little reminder to be careful with your words and sort of err on the side of caution with communicating with other people. It is Aries season, moving into Taurus at the end of the month, so a lot of us are having to rein it in a little bit. But with the Page of Swords, I think there's sort of this message of sort of being, at least that's what I'm getting here, is there's this need to sort of be careful with your words. So take that or leave it, I don't know. But the Magician also fell out for you. That's been popping up for a few other people too, for a few other signs. This is that creative energy and that message that you have all of the tools that you need. If you look, the Magician has one of each of the elements: a wand, a cup, a pentacle, a sword. So you have all of the tools you need to create what you've been wanting to create. You have everything you need, and it's time. And man, with these, I don't mean man, the 10 and 9 of Pentacles, you're really leveling up here. I feel it. You've been working hard at trying to put together something, and it's coming together. I don't know. And with that 6th house stuff, if you've been working on your health, if you've been working on stuff, I think you're going to start to see some changes, some benefits from that. Page of Swords is also a message to not get complacent. So if you are seeing some success, don't get complacent with it. Keep doing what's working, you know. Don't just stop because it's starting to work, I guess. That can be a message of the Page of Swords as well. Also, travel by air So that's kind of cool. Alright, Five of Cups came up just now, so I'm going to just ask for a little clarification on that Five of Cups. Some kind of sadness, some kind of loss. Whether it's Two of Pentacles. You know, sometimes there's a little bit of sadness with change. A little wistfulness and looking back. So perhaps there's a little bit of that with this change. And as a Scorpio, and as with all water signs, I would just say don't, allow yourself to feel it, because as water signs, we really need to honor our emotions and let ourselves feel things. Don't just stuff it down so you can keep working, you know? But at the same time, once you have honored the feelings and let yourself feel them, we have to, pull ourselves back up afloat so that we don't sink, so we don't drown in our emotions. So I guess that's one little thing. I mean, everything here looks so good, but there is this little undercurrent of there's some sadness or some kind of wistfulness looking back. And okay, Justice. So, I think this is about letting go of an old wound, actually. Someone who wronged you, or who you feel wronged you, or hurt you. There's a change coming. I think letting that go and realizing perhaps that you are the one that ended up on top. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at these cards. They're so happy and colorful and beautiful. This is what you're stepping into. I don't know what they're stepping into, whoever hurt you, but I don't know what they're stepping into, but I bet you it's not as beautiful as that. So remember that. And with this Justice card, just know that, just if you need validation, I'm here to tell you that your feelings are valid and you probably were in the right in that situation. And knowing that, you can let go and move forward. I don't really know where this is coming from. This is just what's coming to me. So someone out there watching, that message is for you, I guess. That was very specific. Sorry. Whoever, that's for someone there. Okay. Temperance. Alright, let's close it out. Let's get one last card here for Scorpio for the rest of April, for this new energy moving forward. Let me get something for these Scorpios. I love you Scorpios, by the way. I really do. I have a lot of good Scorpios in my life. They're so deep, You all are really deep. The Star. So, I just want to say, remember that the light is always there, and that you're coming out of it. If you get into the sad waters, plus the moon has been in Cancer yesterday, today, so it's extra. We can get extra in our feelings. So I just want to say, keep the hope in those times. Remember that as water signs, just as quickly as we're sad, we can be joyful again. So, which is beautiful and also a lot. So, keep that in mind. And also with the health stuff, you know, this this star is so important for us spoonies. It really is. Because with chronic illness, with a lot of it, you know, with a lot of us, it's something we have to learn to navigate, and they are choppy waters, and it's a roller coaster. So remembering that hope is one of your most powerful allies on this journey. The star is a really beautiful reminder of that. We we have to believe that things are going to get better, and they do. You know, flare-ups pass, and we have good days where the inflammation is low, etc. So, and if you're not a spoonie, uh, and you're just dealing with regular life, that star card comes up when sometimes you're feeling a little hopeless. So if there's something you're feeling hopeless about, remember that there is hope and there is light coming. And I love you. I love you, Scorpios. And I will talk to you with the next Aftermoon report. Take care of yourselves with that sixth house chapter closing. Take extra good care of yourself, and we will check in soon.